On this episode of our first trip to Ayutthaya, we'll be seeing more temples, palaces and Buddha statues than you can shake a stick at, having an accident in a tuk-tuk and seeing a decapitated head in the roots of a tree, have lunch in a hip restaurant wrapped in clear plastic. All this and lots more, so let's get started. We're at Wat Prasi Sampet. The construction of Wat Prasi Sampet took place during Ayutthaya's middle period at the behest of the 15th century king Traylok. The Wat is distinguished by a series of three immense grey stone jadis. These were joined in 1499 with a vast Buddha plated with roughly 200 kilos of solid gold. The three jadis themselves are believed to contain the relics of ashes of Ayutthaya's greatest rulers, King Traylok, King Borom Racha Tirat III, and King Rama Tibodi II. That's what you call a posh toilet. If you go to Wat Ratchaburana, the first one we went to, you can buy tickets there, and it's going to cost a Thai national 40 baht to see all these sites that we're seeing now. But if you're a Westerner or if you're a foreigner, then it's going to cost 220 baht. And it's cheaper than buying at each place, because each place costs about 60 baht to see just one of the locations we're seeing. Wat Mahatat, the guy with his head in the tree. Head in wood, Kevin Wood. The 14th century Wat Pra Mahatat is characterised by its rich red brickwork. The central structure resembles the cubist form of a Mayan pyramid, although little now remains of the once glorious piece of worship. Of all the temples in Ayutthaya, this site was amongst the worst casualties of the Burmese invasion. Perhaps the most striking feature of Wat Pra Mahatat is the abundance of broken Buddhas on display. The Burmese were thorough in their destructive efforts, and the most sacred figures were smashed into countless smaller pieces in the aftermath of the invasion. These mutilated bodies present an all too vivid metaphor for the true horrors of the massacre that befell here, especially the decapitated stone head of a Buddha, which had fallen amongst the roots of a tree and over the course of several hundred years has become absorbed into a wooden tangle. There are many stories that go with this head. The most likely is that the Burmese decapitated the head and just threw it there, and the tree grew around it. It's quite simple but not mystical. We only spent about half an hour there, but it is a big complex. It's bigger than the first one we went to. But the main reason we went there was to see the head in the tree. And we've got a lot more things to see, so we've got to sacrifice some of the things. Now, whilst I know that many people would love to take a ride on an elephant, as I did myself many years ago, to my regret, but now, me and the missus think it's sad and cruel to harness these wonderful, intelligent, awe-inspiring creatures. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Next stop, Lokaya Sutaram. Wat Lokaya Sutaram, the Temple of the Earth, is located near the northwest tip of the historical island, near Wat Prasi Sampet. The highlight of the temple is its 42-metre long reclining Buddha image. I just thought I'd film the backside, if you like, because nobody ever shows you that. The Buddha is sleeping or reclining on a lotus blossom. It's open daily from 8 AM until 5 PM and entrance is free. Wat Chai, I don't bloody know.
Wat Yai Chai Mongkon.
Wat Yai Chai Mongkon. town, the Monastery of the Auspicious Victory, is located east of the historical island. The highlight of the monastery is a very large imposing prang dominating the area. The temple was founded in the second half of the 14th century during the reign of King Ayutthaya, the first ruler of Ayutthaya. I was actually going to go up the steps, but we've been doing this since 8:30 this morning, and it's 11:45 now, and it's getting extremely hot. And as you can see, the crowds are amongst us. So I'm not climbing up those bloody stairs. I'm sorry. It's almost lunchtime, and we're pretty worn out now. It's nearly 12:30, and we're just going to have lunch now. But I just thought I'd give you a little warning. We've been in this tuk-tuk on and off for the last 4.5, 5 hours. And one thing you've got to remember is it's made for Thais who are generally smaller than Westerners. I'm average height, I'm 5'9" tall. And the thing you've got to watch out for is the roads are very bumpy, or quite often very bumpy. And as you can see, there's a bar right above my head, and I'm actually touching it. So when we go over a bump, I've actually bumped my head about 3 times now. Oh, fucking hell! And I'm in a pretty crouched position. So it gets quite uncomfortable after a while. I've got a stiff neck and my back's aching, and I'm ready for lunch. So let's do that now and stop waffling on. Now, we've not been in the restaurant yet, but this is the toilet, which might give you a good idea of what the restaurant's going to be like. Automatic doors, look at that. We're in the back of Beyond, and it's a 5-star bloody bathroom. Look at this. That's quite lovely, and it smells really nice too. So I think the restaurant's going to be very nice. It's called The Wine. That big thing that you're looking at now, that's where we're going to eat. So it looks lovely. This is way out in the back of Beyond. I'll show you the address now so you can look for it. But it's a really nice, lovely looking place, totally unexpected. And then you look at the amount of food that they've got, and it all looks like great stuff. And of course, apart from the shrimps and stuff, which are very expensive, most everything else is pretty much equivalent to the prices that we've seen everywhere else we've been. Most of the dishes are, of course, Thai, authentic looking Thai as well. This is crab and coconut milk, beef with a chili dip. We've also got roti to go with it. Frappe, which was really interesting because there was no sugar in it. I had to ask for sugar, and in Thailand they usually just load it with sugar before you even ask. The wife's having a good electrolyte coconut juice, and it's the real thing. It's not got loads of sugar in anything like that. So let's try the crab and minced pork soup. And the idea of crab and minced pork together kind of was a bit weird, but I've just tried it and it works really well. That's a bloody big chunk of crab. So here we go. It's really nice because it's sweet and tangy, a little bit tart, lovely. Lots of crab, but there's red chilies and tomatoes in it, and the chilies have got a bit of kick to them, which you would expect because of the small ones. And there's sliced gourd, which gives it a really nice crunch. So yeah, I can recommend that one. Now let's try the beef, medium rare as we asked. Has a smoky charcoal grill flavour to it. A little sweet, yeah, that's nice too. Yeah, we weren't expecting the best Thai beef, but this is very nice. It could have been more tender, but I'm not complaining. And of course, we've got the roti with the chili dip. So we'll try the chili dip. That's really nice. Really nice. Caramelly, sweet, and I thought it was going to be, with it being a chili dip, I thought it was going to hurt, but not at all, not at the moment. It says drinking frappe quickly. This is good. Like I said, the price is very reasonable, equal to most of the prices we've seen everywhere else we've been, and the portions are big. So, no complaints at all. Enjoying it. If you look behind me, this building that was built like 10 years ago, it's just like a wooden building wrapped in plastic. The meal was excellent, very, very nice. Well worth coming, I can thoroughly recommend it. On the third and final episode of our first trip to Ayutthaya, we'll be exploring the scary side of the old capital, a possible alien life form, something I haven't eaten since I was a kid and never expected to find in Ayutthaya, eating authentic Thai snacks, and we saved the best temples and sites till last. You don't want to miss this. Health and happiness. Bye!